Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. It's June 3rd, 2025. I'm going to read a comment that I saw on Quora. It was updated on May 27 of this year. It says, he is a victim of gang stalking program targeted individual TI. His name is George. So I'm going to read what he wrote. But in the meantime, I'm going to say that after I posted my last video, I received numerous threats on my phone and through text messages on my phone and on under the comments section on YouTube. All of the people that left comments were reported to YouTube for either cyber stalking, harassment, the T word, and then they were banned or hidden from my channel. I simply just started deleting the comments that I'm receiving on my phone. I already have enough. And actually, if this were to go anywhere, it would be more than easy for the powers that be to receive all the text messages that were ever on my phone, whether they were deleted or not. So I know how that works, and I could easily get them from Verizon. So anyway, I'm going to be deleting all of those messages on my phone from now on. I did take screenshots, so I have them, post them online. And that's it. It's just another form of harassment. It's another psyop, another threat. I mean, anybody that sends me a photo of a guy with this huge wound on his head and thinks that it's not visible is stupid, ignorant. I mean, this clearly identifies an individual. You can black out his face, you can white out his face, but when you're showing that mark, it's sort of like showing a tattoo on a person. Tattoos are very identifiable with regard to certain individuals, right? Like tattoos are individualized to the person. I don't have one myself. I don't really like them. But people get them for a reason because it means something to them. So when their tattoos are visible, just like scars, body scars, or anomalies, it really singles them out. So it's just pure stupidity. So anyway, we'll save that for when I file my next complaint. So the rest of the week I will be filing complaints. I've been filing stuff on behalf of Jessica, who doesn't have a phone, who doesn't have email and stuff. So it's been very time consuming, and I've got other things to do here. So anyway, thank you, everybody, and thank you, new subscribers. And I'm so sorry that you guys are targeted just the way I am. So now this George says, I have something to say about this gang stalking that is happening to all of us. So far, all this time, I've been reading about different TIs and victims, what they're going through, and others posting about how it's happening, where it's coming from. We know that it's coming from law enforcement somehow getting into a T, you know the word, or offender list of some type in the government and pinged to security neighborhood watch systems. I've been hearing about this all the time. So since everybody knows where it's coming from and who's involved exactly, how come no one has, quote unquote, figured out yet what this program is called? How they're communicating, how they're getting to people exactly. Especially since we have people in here claiming that they're actual stalkers, supposedly, or used to be talking on here, meaning the Quora platform. Well, since they are actual stalkers or were involved, they know how the communication happens over what platforms, and they can tell us what they use, how they do it. Why don't you open your mouths and speak? I mean, come on, people. It's not so hard to do. We already know the who's involved. Everyone knows who's involved. The how it's being done to everyone needs to know that their communications is what's going to bring them down. So if you're going to be up here talking about it as an ex or former stalker, supposedly trying to help TIs, why don't you talk about all of it? I know at least it has a big thing to do with, quote, unquote, if you see something, say something. See, say, hashtag. Now, here's my personal opinion for what I've experienced so far after it gets on the if you see something, say something. It all gets pinged all over the place wherever you go. It seems that it kind of stays there. There's no trace of any involvement or such as to how and what they're doing to us, just that we are on some kind of a type of a watch list. And I'll add that I saw a video recently that says that 80% of the people on these lists are because of jealousy. So my good guess is that from there, it goes to a dark web and gets communicated in a different way to everybody. And that's where they get schooled, receive the orders as to what and how to do, and also get intimidated to stalk or be stalked, and all the rest of it as we know it is. So, since it is made to combat and supposedly battle the T word and all that, why don't we join up there ourselves, gather our evidence, and fight them on their own doggone platform. Expose the real T's for what they're doing to innocent people that they are supposedly, no, purposely and wrongfully listed as quote-unquote suspected terrorists or offender of some kind. Yeah, it offends people when I speak the truth. They get so offended. They get so offended when we videotape and record them and post it online. They get so offended for being popular. You know, like my neighbors, they wanted to be popular because they leave poopy diapers and stuff, and then they get upset when you photograph them and post them online. Or how about my neighbor next door, you know, the one with the big mouth? She single-handedly created the most viral video on YouTube. And I still get comments on her like, wow, like, is she for real, for real? Yeah, she's for real, for sure, for sure. So, okay, so all of us should buy body cameras and wear them 24/7 wherever we go. It's the only way to catch them in the act as they're doing whatever they're doing to us, because it's easy to gather the evidence. And this is the only efficient way to do it. And then, while signed up to the if you see something, say something, say, and whatever else they have signed up as well, you can post their T directly to where it's coming from. And then we will all shall see who's actually the real T's. Another thing is that they are using a lot of kids in the schools, especially high schools, and females, mothers, and children, more as a means of downplaying our evidence and cover it up when we try to expose it, supposedly using the woman and child theory against us to make us look like we're the bad ones, because otherwise, most of us, by the time we whip out our phone and turn on the video, they've already done their dirty deed, and all you're left with is just a picture of someone or a video of someone which looks like a regular person going about their business. And it's easy for law enforcement, who are involved anyway, to turn a blind eye to it and call us crazy, delusional conspiracy theorists and such as they do. I don't know. I have bona fide evidence that I'm not the nutcase around here. My neighbors are totally off the chart nuts. Actually, they need to be institutionalized. Some of them are bona fide psychopaths. Once we gather enough evidence proving what's doing to us, then we should all come together and go file complaints and make reports on this. They will be forced to do something about it and possibly shut this whole darn program down, because it's actually causing more harm, obviously, because of the corruption behind it rather than the good to the communities, because they have taken something that was supposed to be a help to keep communities safe and turned it around and corrupted it. The mafia that has its hands inside politics, the Department of Justice, law enforcement, and security agencies. So that was a comment by this man named George, and let's see what people have commented. Okay, so there are quite a few comments here, and of course my screen is like a freezing up here. Okay, so this woman, Megan, from December of last year, she says, it's called PSYOPs, and the CIA is the one running the new system of MK Ultra. Another person says, the halfway house I stayed on that started this is actually called Project Morningstar. No joke. I keep asking people, what the F is going on here? This is MK Ultra, and just blank stares. They even offer electroshock therapy at Project Turnabout in Minnesota. It's all connected. Nobles County is the, I don't know if I could say this, the Pizza Pie network to that Shiite. It's a real, the Mormons run it. I'm fighting them right now. I never connected the dots till 8 years later. Now I see a QAnon poster league, I don't know, aim to get COINTELPRO exploded in my views 3,000%, LOL. I can't read some of these messages. Does anybody want some targeted individual operators' contact information? I have quite a few people who know work for the program. Either it's a pawn or it's an actual operator of sorts. A few of them are family, and the rest are just people who came out of the woodworks trying to get paid. I have kind of a different situation than most targeted individuals, so I have kind of more concrete evidence of the people that are involved or have been involved. Message me on here. This is January 14. This is real, and these people do have answers. You just have to figure out how to get the answers from them. So anyway, I'm going to end on there because my car won't start. I have to get a jump start, and help is on the way. So please leave a comment down below. Share, share, share. And you little effers that are threatening me via telephone, I'm not taking your calls. I'm not even going to copy your messages anymore. You leave a comment on my channel, it gets reported to YouTube, and then you get bans. So keep it up. You can just ask the Gorilla Boy how I handled his affairs. Signing off for now.